like these odds. I just created a brand new indicator that I've absolutely been loving. I've tried using Fibonacci levels in my trading off and on over the many years. I never found a really good use for Fibonacci levels in my own personal trading, but there's one type of level that I really do like, and that's the 50% level. In this new indicator, the MMT 50/50, it's based entirely off of 50% levels across multiple different time frames. It also has extension levels based off of those 50% lines. You can see right here earlier today, this green dotted line, this is an extension line for one of the 50% lines. We came right down to this extension line, had a nice bounce up. On this chart, I have 50% lines from the 1 hour chart, the 4 hour chart, and also the daily chart. And with this indicator, I can scan back in time a certain amount of bars, and I can also look for the bars with the biggest range from high to low. So I could look back 50 1 hour bars and only have the top 5 biggest 60-minute candles displayed. So the 50% line for the top 5 biggest over a certain customizable period. So let's take a look under the hood here at the MMT 50/50. I've got 3 different time frames. On each of these, you can choose a 5-minute, 15-minute, 30-minute, 60-minute, 240-minute, aka the 4 hour, or the daily time frame. You can choose the width, the line style, the opacity, the color for all the 50% lines. Here's the look back bars. So I'm looking back 50 1 hour bars, and then I've got the filter by candle range size checked on, and here's the number of candles to look for. I've got this set at 10, so out of the last 50 1 hour bars, it's going to print the 50% line for the 10 biggest 1 hour bars. You can also show extension lines based off of each time frame. I've got these enabled for the 1 hour. I've got 5 extension lines shown, standard deviation of 1. If you want to see things spread out further, you could put a 2 or a 3 in there. You can also choose the width, the style, the opacity for both the upper and lower extension lines. So this way, if price is at all-time highs or all-time lows, or it's going into uncharted territory, you can always have some kind of extension line showing you potential places of possible holdup or reversals. So on the chart, I've got a 60-minute time frame, I've got the 4 hour time frame, got the extension lines for that as well. Then I also have the daily time frame. This one I've only got 24 look back bars and just showing the top 5. And I do not have the extension lines on for the daily time frame. And if you own this product, in the WAP user area, there will be a template. You can import that template and it will load up the chart with the exact settings that I'm using here. So that's the whole indicator. I also have the master line appearance. If I click this on, now the lines are attached to the right hand side, the current bar, and they go back 5 bars. If I selected 10 bars in that option, the lines would be 10 bars in length. So if you don't want the lines to go all the way across the chart, you can have shorter lines on the side here. Lots of customizable options. I've really been enjoying these 50% lines in my trading. You can see them in action in my live trade videos the past couple weeks, starting around the middle of November 2025. In my experience, these have been some really amazing key levels to have on the chart. There are links to all of the MMT indicators in the description. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below. I appreciate you taking the time to tune in. Best of luck in your trading. Have a great day.